Hey, my name is Jeremy Langlois. I'm from Body Velocity Bootcamp, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why crash diets don't work. So, first point is starvation mode. This is something I talk a lot about. And starvation mode is basically a mode that your body goes into when it feels that food is scarce and that you're not getting in enough food. And this comes from our caveman ancestors, where back in their days, when food was scarce for them, when they didn't have enough food, during the day, then their bodies would go into the starvation mode to hold on as much fat as possible to store as energy for later. Right, we don't need that anymore because food is so easily accessible for us. So by crash dieting, by calorie cutting so much, you're teaching your body that food is scarce, there's not much food around you, and therefore your body's going to go into starvation mode and hold on to as much body fat as possible. Right, so this is a really bad habit to get into because you're teaching your body that food is scarce and that it's that you need to hold on to as much fat as possible to save as energy for later. Right, so first point is starvation mode, and crash diets bring about starvation mode because of the extreme calorie cutting that happens with them. And point number two is the fact that you lose muscle when crash dieting. So because you're in starvation mode and your body's holding on to as much body fat as possible, your body will therefore not be able to go towards that body fat to use it as energy. And the only other option it has is to go towards your muscle to use as energy. So because you're in starvation mode, your body's going to forget about body fat, and it's going to forget about using that as energy, and instead it's going to go towards your muscles, and it's going to break down your muscle fibers to use that as energy. Now this is very bad because your muscles are basically your body's engine. Right, muscles use up a lot of energy throughout the day, and the more muscle mass you have, the quicker your metabolism is. Obviously, you don't need to be a bodybuilder, you don't need to be super bulky, but as long as you have toned muscles and strong muscles, then you're going to have a higher metabolism. So by being in that starvation mode because of the crash dieting, you're going to lose muscle mass, which means that your metabolism is going to go down. And by slowing down your metabolism, it means that when you go back to eating normal after the crash diet, your body's still going to be in this slow metabolism phase, and it's still going to deal with food in that slow metabolism phase. So what this basically means is when you go crash dieting, your body's going to go into starvation mode, and it's going to store as much fat on your body as possible. Then it's going to want to break down muscle fibers instead of body fat to use as energy because it's holding on to all that body fat. And then that means that when you get off the crash diet and you start eating normally again, your body's going to have a slow metabolism because of that crash diet. Which means that when you go back to eating normal, your body's going to be dealing with the food a lot slower than what it was before crash dieting. Alright, so that's why it doesn't work, and that's why that's why it's very common for people to put on more weight than they originally had after coming back off the crash dieting, because the body's in that slow metabolism phase, and therefore the normal food that you'd put into your mouth before the crash dieting has bigger and worse effects on the body. Alright, so bottom line is avoid crash dieting. Eat 5 to 6 more meals a day, and eat natural foods. Avoid carbohydrates at night time, and exercise regularly as well. Alright, that's what's going to get you the long-lasting, lifetime results. And look, avoid crash dieting. It's not good for you. Alright. There's more resources down below, free ebook, free video series, Facebook page, website, all that stuff's down below in the description, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.